Good afternoon, students. Today we are going to see the last unit, waves. So, you know about waves because in the previous chapters, waves are discussed. So, the medium that has been having a collection of particles, and if disturbance has to be created at one end, means that will be distributed, that means propagates and reaches at the other end. So if the disturbance is produced at the mass point, one mass point means that will be delivered, that means that will be transmitted to the next neighboring point. So here the disturbance is transmitted from one point to the another, means not the mass point. Similarly, if I am speaking, so my speech is delivered due to the vibration of my vocal cord. So inside the throat. So this leads to the vibration of the surrounding air molecules, and hence the effect of speech is transmitted from one point in space to the another point in space without the medium carrying the particles. So, what is a wave? Means the disturbance which carries energy and momentum from one point in space to another point in space without the transfer of the medium. Without the transfer of the medium. That is the waves. So, what is waves? The disturbance which carries energy and momentum from one point in space to the another point in space without the transfer of the medium, that is known as waves. So the formation of the waves has to be given in the different diagrams. The first one is the wave formed in ocean, and the second one is the standing waves in plunking rubber, and then rubber band, and then the ripples formed on the water surface. The three different diagrams has to be given for the waves. So standing near a beach, one can observe the waves in the ocean reaching the seashore with a similar wave pattern. Hence they are called ocean waves. A rubber band when plucked vibrates like a wave, which is an example of standing wave. Other example of waves are the light waves, that is electromagnetic waves, through which we see and enjoy the beauty of nature, and the sound waves using which we hear and enjoy the pleasant melodious songs. Day-to-day applications of waves are numerous, such as the mobile communications, laser surgeries, etc. So the waves has to be used in many purpose in day-to-day life. Next, we pass on to the ripples and the wave formation on the water surface. So, what is the ripples formed on the surface of the water? Did you see this diagram? So you are all see this type of waves. When you are sitting near the water, if you are throwing any stones into the water, it will form like this, right? Yes. Suppose we drop a stone in a drop of still water, we can see a disturbance produced at the place where the stone strikes the water surface. So we find that the disturbance spreads out, that is diverges out in the form of concentric circles, ever increasing radii, and strike the boundary of the drop. This is because some of the kinetic energy of the stone is transmitted to the water molecules on the surface. Actually, the particles of the water themselves do not move outward with the disturbance. This can be observed by keeping a paper strip on the water surface. The strip moves down, up and down when the disturbance passes on the water surface. This shows that the water molecules only undergo vibratory motions about their mean positions. So understood, it will be going under only the vibratory motion. So that is the ripples and wave formation on the water surface. Next, we pass on to the formation of waves on the stretched strings. So stretched string. For the long string, we are taking the long string and tie at one end of the string to the wall. Okay. If you give a quick jerk or a bump pulse, a bump, like a pulse, is produced a string. Such a disturbance is sudden and it lasts for a short duration. Hence, it is known as a wave pulse. If jerks are given continuously, then the waves produced are standing waves. Okay, what understand what is telling. So continuously, if jerks are given continuously, the that means if you are giving a disturbance to a sudden disturbance to the that stretched string means it lasts for the short duration, so that is the wave pulse. If jerks are given continuously, then the waves are produced as standing waves. Okay, so similarly the waves are produced by plucking a string in the guitar. So guitar, we are getting the music, no, the sound that will be based on this plugging string in method only. So see the diagrams that will be given here, that is the disturbance, no, that will be given to the string. So it will be tied on one end and the other one we will be giving here some disturbances, and that should be given here. So the wave pulse created during jerks produced on one end of the strings. And next we pass on to the formation of the waves in a tuning fork. When we strike a tuning fork on a rubber pad, the prongs of the tuning fork vibrate and they are mean position. The prong vibrating about a mean position means moving outward and inward. So the see here, if you are vibrating a tuning fork, okay, vibrating means if you are making a vibrations, okay, and what happen means the vibrations you are giving, and that will produce some disturbance. And we strike a tuning fork on the rubber pad means what happened, the prongs of the tuning fork vibrate about their mean position. So it should start vibrate about their mean position. So the prong vibrating about a mean position means the outward and inward. So it see here, it will be outward and also the inward, both will be taken place. When a prong moves outward, it pushes the layer of air in its neighborhood, which means there is no accumulation of air molecules in this region. If it is outward, means no air molecules in the region. So the density and also the pressure will increases on that. So these regions are known as compressed regions. Understood? If the pushes has to be that means the prong has to be moves outward means then the pushes will be given to the layer of the neighborhood. So which means there is no air molecules in this region means, so the density and the pressure will increase, and also the region is called as a compressed region or compression. If this compressed air layers moves forward and compresses the next neighboring layer in a similar manner, thus a wave of compression advances or passes through air. When the prong moves inward, what happens means the particles of the medium are moved to the right. So in this case what happened means both the density and pressures are low. So that is known as a elongation or rarefaction. Okay, so understood the two things. One is the compression region and the second one is a rarefaction region. So that will be given here very clearly. Okay, so when you are giving the prong, so what when you are giving the vibration to the tuning fork means it will make a prong. So if two types of prong has to be made, one is inward outward. If it is an outward means the density and pressure will, what happened to the density and pressure increases, so the region has to be called as a compression region. When it is less means low means that is a prong acting out inward, so then it's called as an rarefaction or elongation. So that is given there. And next we pass on to the characteristics of wave motion. What are the characteristics of wave motion? For the propagation of the waves, the medium must possess both inertia and elasticity, which decide the velocity of the wave in that medium. So, when the wave is going to propagate, means the medium must have both the inertia and elasticity, so that only the velocity of the wave in the medium will decide. Next is, in the given medium, the velocity of the wave is a constant, whereas the constituent particles in that medium move the different velocities at different positions. Okay, so velocity of the wave is constant, means the constituent particle in the medium also moves in different velocity and different positions. Velocity is maximum at their mean positions, means zero at extreme positions. So waves undergoes the refractions, interference, diffraction, and also the polarizations. In all this, the waves will undergo. Understood the things, whatever has to be given. So what is the next is mechanical waves motion and its types. So wave motion can be classified into two types. One is the mechanical wave. The waves which require a medium for propagations are known as a mechanical wave. So which wave will need a medium to propagate means that is a mechanical wave. And what are the examples means sound wave is the best example for this. And the ripples formed on the surface of water is also the example for the mechanical wave. What is non-mechanical means? So if mechanical is needs a medium for propagation means, so obviously non-mechanicals do not require any medium for the propagation. That is a non-mechanical. So what are the examples for non-mechanical is light waves and the infrared. Both will does not need any medium for the propagation. So these two are the good examples. Further, the waves can also be classified into two types. What are the two means? One is the transverse waves and the longitudinal waves. So, what is that transverse waves? Is in transverse wave motion, the constituents of the medium oscillate or vibrate about their mean position in a direction perpendicular to the direction of propagation of waves. So that is a transverse wave. The medium oscillate or vibrate about their mean position in a direction perpendicular to the direction of the propagation. What is a longitudinal wave means? The wave motion, the medium oscillate vibrate about their mean position that should be parallel to the direction of propagation. So in transfer means that is the perpendicular one, and longitudinal means it's a parallel one. So, for example, for the light waves, that is the transverse waves, is electromagnetic waves, and for the longitudinal, it will be more, that is the sound waves traveling in air, that is a longitudinal wave. Okay, so these things are very important when different types of waves. So, mechanical, what is mechanical? The waves which require medium for their propagation. Non-mechanical means obviously do not need any medium. So mechanical means it will be sound waves, ripples formed the waves in with the surface, and non-mechanical light waves and also the infrared waves. So in this two types will be there. One is the transverse waves. So transverse waves are nothing but the constituents of the medium oscillate or vibrate about a mean position. The direction is perpendicular to the direction of propagation. So similarly, but the longitudinal, it is not perpendicular, it is parallel to the direction of propagation. So understood what is given in this. So this is the thing has to be given in longitudinal and the transverse. So what is the difference between the transverse and the longitudinal waves? That means we are going to compare the two. So transverse waves and longitudinal waves, so direction of vibrations of the particles of the medium is perpendicular to the direction of propagation of waves in transverse. For the longitudinal, the direction of vibration of the particles of the medium is parallel to the direction of propagation of waves. Next, the disturbances are formed in the disturbances are in the form of crust and trough in transverse waves, but in longitudinal it is said to be compression and rarefaction. Transverse waves are possible in the elastic medium. Longitudinal waves were possible in all type of medium like solid, liquid and gas. So it's very easiest comparison. Okay.